Hi, I'm School Superintendent Gent, and I want to take this time to give you an update as to what's happening in the school district so you can prepare your students for the next couple of weeks when we transition from coming to school to learn to being taught virtually or remotely. Even though our school campuses will be closed, we will be open for teaching and learning virtually. I have a few things I want to cover with you at this time. Number one, beginning March 30th, Monday, March 30th, our students will go on virtual education. In a few moments, some of our staff members will explain to you how that process will work. While April 15th is listed as the date that students will return to school, parents should be very vigilant and monitor our webpage, as that will probably be extended. We take our direction from the Department of Education and the Governor in coordination with the CDC. So I fully expect that those days will be expanded. So you should prepare for the children to be home for an extended period of time. However, the school year ends on June 2nd, and we are prepared to end the school year on June 2nd, whether we do a virtual education only or if students do come back sometime later on. What's important for our parents and students to know are the following things. All state assessments have been canceled. From kindergarten to 12th grade, all of the state testing, which would have been occurring in April and May, has been canceled. The requirements for graduation and promotion and final course grades will be evaluated as though the state assessments that have been canceled never existed in the first place. One of the main questions regards third graders and third grade promotion. Third grade promotion will be based just like any other school grade promotion. It will be based on student performance and teacher recommendations. High school seniors, a lot of questions coming from our seniors. In the next few weeks, your guidance counselors and your graduation coaches will be reaching out to you. And we'll be working with the colleges on your applications and acceptance to colleges and other questions that you have. Those will all be answered, and we'll be posting those on the webpage. But as I stated, your teachers and your counselors, particularly your counselors, will be reaching out to you in that area. Distant learning or virtual learning or remote learning is going to be the method that we're going to use to teach our students via our teachers. And in a few moments, we'll go over what that's going to look like. We will be distributing laptops next week. It's important to note that you do not need to have a school district laptop. Your own laptop, your own iPhone, your own other devices, tablets will work, and that will be explained to you in just a few moments. As far as feeding our students, this week we've already fed over 750 students at 3 locations. Next week we will expand to 16 locations. By Friday or before the weekend, that information will be posted on our webpage, and the information will also be distributed to our local media. So just look on our webpage or watch television when the news comes on, and those sites will be identified. School cleaning. While we've been out of school, our schools are being thoroughly cleaned and updated so that if students do return this year, they'll be coming back to a safe school environment. We want to encourage all of our parents and families to follow the guidance of the health experts, the Department of Health, the Center for Disease Control. Wash your hands, cover your cough, practice social distancing. Don't take that for granted. Continue to do those things. We want to make sure that you work with your children and that your messaging to the children is in a very positive manner. Make the children feel empowered by sharing proactive steps that you're taking as a family. This is important. Try to maintain a structure or routines for your children. Develop a daily schedule. It's important that the children know that we are moving towards a solution to the challenges that our nation is facing. This is a time really for families to get reacquainted, play board games, look at old family albums, invent new games, but spend a lot of quality time together. This is probably what we need to be doing anyway, and this is going to be a great time to do that. As I stated before, our goal is to complete school by June 2nd, and we're going to do that by virtual methods, long-distance learning, and we're going to carry you through step by step on what that will look like. There may be a couple of bumps along the way because this is radically different from anything we've ever done before. But we're up for the task, and we know our students and parents are up for the task as well. At this time, I would like to invite Dr. Helen Wild, our Chief Academic Officer, to come up, and she's going to share with you what exactly this virtual learning is going to look like.
Thank you, Superintendent Gent. We know that this is a very difficult time for everyone, and we want you to know that St. Lucie Public Schools has a very comprehensive instructional continuity plan posted on our website. This plan addresses all subject areas and grade levels. Although the remote learning environment is new to most families and teachers, St. Lucie Public Schools has a proven track record of virtual education with A-rated virtual schools providing instruction to many districts. Therefore, we have experience to draw from. Although there will be challenges to overcome, we are prepared to provide a quality education to students and to support our teachers. Students will be utilizing some curriculum resources that they are already familiar with, such as iReady in our elementary grades. They will also be able to continue their progress if they are already enrolled in programs such as Reading Plus, Achieve 3000, Certiport Geometrics, Math Nation, and others. All students will log on to our learning platform called Canvas, where teachers will be able to provide lessons, individual assistance, tutoring, grading, and other supports, and students will be able to access all of their curriculum programs. Directions on how to do this will be provided to everyone. Teachers will communicate regularly with their students and parents through Microsoft Teams, allowing for phone conferencing, tutoring, and class discussions. Our programs also include embedded accommodations such as immersive readers, extended time, and language translation for ESE, 504, and ELL students. We are also working with Cambridge, the College Board, and IB for college-level classes to continue. Dual enrollment students will continue instruction online as well. Students should log on to identified reading and math programs for 45 minutes of daily instruction in addition to their teacher-led lessons. Elementary students should begin working on iReady next week, beginning on Monday. We know parents will be looking for engaging activities for your children during this time. Our curriculum developers have collected a wide variety of free resources for your use and compiled them onto one website. There are even resources there for our VPK students. You may access this resource on St. Lucie Public Schools website. All students should begin their online learning next week using these resources. You will hear from your child's teacher next week, and more formalized instruction will begin Monday, March 30th. I would just like to address some tips for parents for student schedules and home learning. Parents, please provide students with a structured school day schedule with flexibility embedded in to meet your family needs. Daily attendance will be required and recorded to meet grade level expectations for promotion. If your child is sick, please notify your teacher that the child will not be working on lessons that day. Create a quiet place free from distractions for optimal learning. More tips will be shared with parents. Students may share devices due to flexible learning schedules and offline activities. Most programs work on iPhones, iPads, Chromebooks, and laptops. Parent resources will be embedded in our learning programs with clear directions on how to support your child. For younger children, the parents or an adult coach will play a very important role in helping your child to be successful. Teachers will be in constant contact through online lessons, emails, and phone calls. Parent hotlines will be available for support from St. Lucie Public Schools staff, as well as program-specific helplines. I would also like to address our teachers and let parents know that our teachers will be provided with many resources to ensure their success. They will have access to on-demand training as well as additional live support and hotline resources. Prior to the expansion of online instruction on March 30th, teachers will have a week of professional development and planning to be fully prepared to support your child in learning at home. Expect to hear from your child's teacher at least twice during the week of March 23rd with a welcome and additional instructions. We are all in this together as a community of learners. At this time, I'd like to bring up Terrence O'Leary, who is our Chief Operations Officer, with more very important information. Thank you.
First, I would like to thank all of our staff for their hard work in preparing for our students' return with compassion and grace, and I am very appreciative of all their efforts. In preparation of activation for our Instructional Continuity Plan, which will allow all district-managed public school students to access assignments and resources while campuses are closed, we will be checking out laptops at different schools, locations for students who do not have a device in their home. We're asking you to go to our website where we have a survey, Digital Readiness Survey, available for you to fill out. We would like that survey to be filled out by Friday. You do not have to report to your home school to check out a laptop. For those that will receive laptops, you will be receiving a school messenger telling you where to pick up your laptop. An adult contact listed in your student's Skyward account must be present with identification to check out a laptop and sign the emergency agreement student use of mobile devices, which explains the terms and requirements of the laptop loan. Please understand that these laptops are internet-filtered devices containing access to the content available in our Instructional Continuity Plan and allowing limited internet browsing. These devices are intended to go home to students who do not have other means of accessing the plan. Each household in need will be permitted one laptop for the use of all their students within their household. Lastly, if you do not have internet access at home, on our website you will find information. Comcast is offering families free of charge for the next 60 days access to the internet. Located throughout the nation, Xfinity Wi-Fi hotspots will be available for anyone who needs them for free. Thank you. Mr. Gent?
Thank you, Mr. O'Leary and Dr. Weil. So just to summarize where we are right now, we're going to go to online instruction. We're going to be distributing laptops to those parents and families that don't have digital access. I just want to reassure you to relax. We are going to work through this together. Your teachers will be in touch with the students next week. We have a plan that we think is going to work. We're very confident it's going to work. There will be many questions that you will have. You will be able to reach out to us via email to the school district or contact your school principal. I just want you to know that we're going to work closely with our families. We're going to work through these challenges together, and we're looking forward to really a different way of instruction, a different way of learning, and we're very, very confident that it's going to be very, very successful. So again, continue to monitor our webpage, continue to monitor the local media for updates. We will again reach out to you via different social means as well to make sure that you're fully informed as to what we're doing. I know that the most important thing right now is communication and communication and communication. And we will do that for our families and for our community members. Thank you.